the smartphone application for these vehicles?
So we have this HTC code. It's a normal commercial code that we wrote an application. You can see this application running. And then several buttons here indicating different functions that you can interface this vehicle. So one of the things we're going to demonstrate is the automated parking. Like this button, the vehicle basically goes into fully dynamic balance mode and then drive itself and park in the designated parking location. So that's the first demonstration we're going to show. Okay. I'm going to say park.
Please pressing the park icon. So the vehicle currently is in the park position. It's not using any energy. It's resting on its landing wheels. Now it's going to go into balancing position. So it's lifting off the front landing wheel. It's going to go in a horizontal balance position, and then it's going to slowly accelerate off and drive. You can see the relative motion of the coach versus the wheel.
Yeah, you can also see the status of the vehicle on the cell phone. You can see the speed and the location.
Accelerometer technology.
So now the vehicle is going to be driving. Imagine it's driving down the aisle of the parking lot, turning the corner, and then it turns again and enters a parking space. And when it enters the parking space, it does a 360-degree turn, so that it's pointing forward to go out again.
To your device from the iTunes store. This free app will allow you to apply the device and receive that live.
And then we'll put it in landing position, which will complete the parking. And then we'll reverse that with an automated retrieval demonstration, which is basically the opposite.
For the AR drone here at CES, one of the apps is called the AR Rex. It's brightly colored orange line as you race your opponent around the pylon.
Okay, so that's how parking, automated parking. So
now the vehicle's in the landing position, as you can see, resting on its front nose wheel. But to go into balancing position again, it will lift off.
okay, so I'm going to call the retrieval. So what it does is it goes off and there, I'm going to retrieve it to that particular location there.
We're going to demonstrate the retrieval function where the vehicle will essentially return to its starting position again.
No, it's something very different. Yeah.
Are you going to try to make it through the tube?
Well, we'll take you up to
This is the first time flyer?
Now it's going into balance mode.
Kevin has never flown a drone before. Let's see if he makes it through. Oh, all right. First time AR drone pilot.
Yeah, have you ever seen a hot camera vehicle before?
You ready in there?
You guys get working your AR drone?
No, it's just a program.
This vehicle was actually designed in our studio in Melbourne, Australia. Each of the sister vehicles was designed in a different location. The black vehicle was designed in the California studio in Los Angeles, and the red one was designed in Hockenheim studio near Frankfurt.
Okay, one thing about this automated parking and retrieval. Right now, the GPS coordinates the parking. Okay, GPS coordinates of the parking and the retrieve portion. They both kind of programmed into this cell phone here. Yeah, but the cell phone actually can receive the GPS coordinates too. So ideally, I can go anywhere and say, okay, retrieve here, so that I should come there. So that's the application we are demonstrating here. Okay.
That wraps up the first segment. The second demonstration that we want to show is platooning. And for this we'll use two vehicles. Mike is going to be driving, or riding I should say, in the blue vehicle, and Pri is going to be riding in the red vehicle. So he's going to drive it initially and position it so that it's directly behind the blue vehicle so that they can start off from the same position.
Okay.
So this is a scenario that you can imagine a family of four in the future. Instead of owning one large vehicle, one family vehicle, maybe they own two of these small vehicles. And during the week, each parent would have their own mobility. And at the weekend, they could travel as a family of four, but they'd have the freedom to separate when they wanted to and wheel it up again.
Put the kids in the back.
It's all about freedom of movement. So the two vehicles now are in the starting position for this next demonstration. They're both going to go into balance mode, and then they'll drive off basically in tandem. They're sharing GPS information and wirelessly with each other, and always staying the same distance behind each other. It's different than adaptive cruise control though. These vehicles are following exactly the same path automatically. They're turning corners together and so forth.
Are they putting a destination in their GPS, and that's what they do? They follow that route?
Yes. So the first vehicle has a pre-programmed route, and the second one is following that.
Okay.
Exactly following the same path as the first one is taking. So in the future, you might program your vehicle once you get in it to drive to a certain location, certain GPS coordinates, and then the vehicle needs to drive itself. So the red vehicle is going to run into balance mode. Peter's driving it into the right starting position. So now I think they're in the right starting position now. We want to leave a certain distance between the vehicles just from a safety perspective. But as the technology improves, we think that the distance between these vehicles could reduce substantially, which would also provide some potential fuel economy benefits with aerodynamic drag improvement that we can pursue very close to the vehicle in front. So we're not quite ready yet to demonstrate that. So now the red vehicle goes to the balance mode, and then the blue one will do so soon, and then they'll start off the tuning. So now the two vehicles will start driving up, following exactly the same path as each other. They're in the vehicle as a safety measure, basically, but they're not actually driving the vehicle.
Especially with the Navy.
I think we're doing this one more time. So this autonomous capability is going to be important not only for addressing safety issues and congestion, but also aging population. As populations age and people risk losing mobility, this could provide the necessary independence that people need. So trees now is showing up. Let's park the car now. So the third feature we're going to demonstrate is collision avoidance. And there are two types of collision avoidance that we want to demonstrate. One using vehicle communication, and the other using sensing technology. The first one is vehicle communication to avoid collisions between two vehicles. So one vehicle, the blue vehicle, is going to be completely unmanned, and we're going to drive it along a certain programmed path like we demonstrated before with the automated parking. And then 3 is going to go in the black vehicle, and he's going to drive and intentionally intercept the blue vehicle as it's driving autonomously. And then through vehicle-to-vehicle communication, the blue vehicle will stop until the black vehicle is passed, and then it will start up again.
This quadcopter has a camera on the front and a camera on the bottom, and as you fly your device...
So imagine the scenario where the blue vehicle is going to park itself. You would want to make sure that it doesn't crash into anything on its destination for the parking space. And that's what this will demonstrate, that another vehicle cutting off its path doesn't cause the blue vehicle to crash into it.
So as you tilt your device forward, it will move forward, side to side, and so you're actually flying it by moving your device. You can purchase an AR drone at your local Brookstone store, Amazon.com, or Carrot.com. They run $299. The first
Use the smartphone application for these vehicles.
Oh, here we go.
So we have this HTC code. It's a normal commercial code that we wrote an application. You can see this application running. And then several buttons here indicating different functions that you can interface this vehicle. So one of the things we're going to demonstrate is the automated parking. Like this button, the vehicle goes into fully dynamic balance mode and then drive itself and park in the designated parking location. So that's the first demonstration we're going to show. Okay. I'm going to say park.
Please pressing the park icon. So the vehicle currently is in the park position. It's not using any energy. It's resting on its landing wheels. Now it's going to go into balancing position. So it's lifting off the front landing wheels. It's going to go in a horizontal balance position, and then it's going to slowly accelerate off and drive. You can see the relative motion of the coach versus the wheels.
Yeah, you can also see the status of the vehicle on the cell phone. You can see the speed and the location.
Uses accelerometer technology,
so now the vehicle is going to be driving. Imagine it's driving down the aisle of the parking lot, turning the corner, and then it turns again and enters the parking space. And when it enters the parking space, it does a 360-degree turn, so that it's pointing forward to go out again.
To your device from the iTunes store. This free app will allow you to apply the device and receive that live.
And then we'll put it in landing position, which will complete the parking. And then we'll reverse that with an automated retrieval demonstration, which is basically the opposite.
For the AR drone here at CES, one of the apps is called the AR Race. In this game, the camera will detect this brightly colored orange line as you race your opponent around the pylon.
Okay, so that's how parking, automated parking. So
now the vehicle's in the landing position, as you can see, resting on its front nose wheel.
In this game, your camera will detect
But to go into balancing position again, it will lift off.
brightly colored strips on your helicopter.
okay.
And you can
So I'm going to call the retrieval. So what it does is it goes off and
virtual
then
reality on your device.
I'm going to retrieve it to that particular location there.
He's going to demonstrate the retrieval function where the vehicle will essentially return to its starting position again.
No, it's very different. Yeah.
Are you going to try to make it through the tube?
Well, we'll take you up to
This is the first time flyer?
Now it's going into balance mode.
Kevin has never flown a drone before. Let's see if he makes it through. Oh, all right. First time AR drone pilot.
Yeah, have you ever seen that camera?
Anybody in there?
You guys can purchase your AR drone.
No, it's just a program.
This vehicle was actually designed in our studio in Melbourne, Australia. Each of the sister vehicles was designed in a different location. The black vehicle was designed in the California studio in Los Angeles, and the red one was designed in Russellstein studio near Frankfurt.
Okay, one thing about this automated parking and retrieval. Right now, the GPS coordinates the parking. Okay, GPS coordinates of the parking and the retrieve portion. They both kind of programmed into this cell phone here. But the cell phone